Good morning. It is 9 a.m. We're recording. Great. So I will call the meeting to order. First up, we will review and approve the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda? Hearing none, I'll consider that approved. Are there any announcements? Okay. So with that, we will move to the continuation of public hearing regarding land use file LU-24-027. This is the time and place for the continued public hearing in the matter of LU-24-027, an appeal of the Planning Commission's decision denying an application from Valley Landfills for a conditional use permit to expand an existing landfill. This is a continuation of the quasi-judicial hearings before the Board of Commissioners previously held on October 22nd, 23rd, and November 24th, 2025. The record was closed on October 29th, 2025. At the November 4th, 2025 continued public hearing, the Board of Commissioners voted 2-1 to approve the application with the proposed conditions and additional conditions proposed by all commissioners. The public hearing was continued until today in order for planning staff to prepare the final written decision, including findings of fact and conclusions of law and conditions. The purpose of this continued public hearing is for the Board of Commissioners to adopt the final written decision and findings of fact and conclusions of law that planning staff has prepared in support of the Board of Commissioners' decision. No additional public testimony can be taken. And I'll just mention too that we ask that everyone is courteous. Any discourteous or disruptive behavior could result in you being asked to leave. And we do have a couple deputies with us today that can help with that if needed. And so there is no talk from the audience. I apologize. There is no more testimony that's able to be taken at this time. Unfortunately, the record is closed. So I will now, if
Chair, please go ahead and continue.
Okay.
There's no public
Sure.
testimony taken today.
People from the audience are disruptive, I will have to ask them to leave. So please do not speak out again or I will ask you to leave. Please leave the meeting now. If you do not leave the meeting right now, our deputy will help you out. I'm going to call for a 5-minute recess. We are back. I will now ask if any commissioner needs to declare any additional ex parte communications not already disclosed at the start of prior hearings on the matter.
I do. A couple things. I've received a number of emails after the November 4th decision, and some in favor, some against. And I just skimmed and commissioners get a lot of emails, and I had to figure out which ones I could look at to deal with our kind of normal business. And after our November 4th board meeting, I was asked to inform Representative Finger McDonald. We had a very short conversation and she thanked me for informing her of the board's decision. I also contacted Senator Gelser-Bluen, and we had a more, even though I said that we were still in the ex parte time period, had a little more of an in-depth conversation on the landfill decision, and I will continue that conversation after today. And I was at the November 12th town hall with Attorney General Rayfield and Rep. Finger McDonald and Senator Gelser-Bluen, and afterwards had very short conversations with them that may have mentioned the landfill issue. So that's what I had.
Commissioner Shepard?
Yes, between the November 4th, 2025 public hearing and vote and today, I received a large number of emails and in-person communications thanking me for my vote. I had a number of people send me a letter that can't be considered for the record, but a DEQ pre-enforcement letter. There were many news articles that I also read that spoke about what happened at the November 4th meeting.
Thank you. Since November 4th, I've also received a large amount of emails from the subject lines. I did not open them, did not view them because the record is closed. I did have a couple individuals sending me screenshots from social media with comments related. Does anyone present wish to rebut the substance of the ex parte communications? Rebut means dispute or oppose the substance of the communications. If you would like to rebut the substance of the communications, you can come forward and speak to the communications.
Oh, so now it's not. We all want.
Actually, so I believe, so that's a good point. We were sent the DEQ report, so I do need to also declare that I looked at the DEQ report after it came out a couple days later. I don't know if other commissioners did as well. Okay.
I did not look at the DEQ report, but that
Please keep it down so that we can proceed.
But in some of the emails that I mentioned earlier, the DEQ report was referenced.
Okay, Chair, I recommend that you move on. I'm not hearing any rebuttal.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion?
This would be a motion to approve the findings and conditions.
Okay. I move to adopt order number D 2025-071, adopting findings, approving a conditional use permit with modifications to the conditions as discussed for landfill expansion land use case number LU-24-027.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
No.
Motion passes 2-1. Thank you, folks. We will now recess for 10 minutes.
There's a little bit more to read on the script.
Oh. The findings of fact and conclusions of law and conditions are adopted. A decision of the Board of Commissioners becomes final on the date the Board of Commissioners adopts written findings of fact and conclusions of law. The just adopted written decision is final written decision of the Board of Commissioners adopted this date, November 17th, 2025. This final written decision of the Board of Commissioners may be appealed at the Land Use Board of Appeals. The hearing is adjourned, but the public meeting scheduled for today will continue with the board taking up the remainder of the agenda items, and I will recess the meeting for 10 minutes in order to let those clear out that would like to. Thank you. All right, we are back. And first up is the consent calendar. Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. And that brings us to old business. First up is the Home Opportunity Planning and Equity Advisory Board bylaws approval. Welcome.
And although I know you wouldn't, would you mind flipping your name tags around? Thank you.
Test.
Good morning, Commissioners. I know it's been quite a morning. Hopefully this will be a wonderfully boring agenda item for you. Okay, to recap, last time we came here, you all were supportive of the direction of the Hope Advisory Board, the evolution of it pivoting to an operational board for coordination. You three and County Council had some feedback about some specific language for membership and co-chairs and term limits. So we met with the Hope Executive Committee again to get their consensus and their feedback. There was not much change from what County Council advised and what the commissioners wanted. Commissioner Wise reminded us of the support for different options during that meeting. Do you have any questions, and would you like me to go over it item by item?
Questions?
Will County Council be here in case he has questions about his feedback?
He'll be back shortly, like within 5 minutes.
Just wanted to make sure he had a chance to review because most of this was in response to his feedback.
Sure. And Commissioner Shepherd, you had a question?
Well, I wanted to say that all of my, excuse me, all my concerns and questions, wow, that didn't help. Excuse me. All my concerns and questions from last time were fixed. I read through it. I personally don't need to go through item by item. I really just, I read through it. I really appreciate that you took our feedback and were able to incorporate it with the County Council and with your team. I really appreciate it. And I think it reads a lot more clear to be a board or commission. It still has its unique path, but it now fits more in line with what we have. So I really appreciate it.
Just want to add, when we set up in Civic Plus, it is approved by council. So my impression is that our attorney has had chance to, because he did sign off and approve it before it got to my approval. So I think we're in good shape.
And I did not have any kind of line by line questions. I think you took our feedback and wove it into the bylaws.
Yep. And obviously I got to kind of be there at the Hope meeting, executive committee wordsmithing. So thank you for your work on this and being willing to keep diving into it time and time again. I think we got to a really good product. Are there any other comments?
I'm ready.
Okay. County Council has returned. Do you have any comments on the Hope bylaws?
I took a look at them. They did a nice job with them.
Perfect. Okay, Commissioner Shepherd.
I move to approve the amended bylaws for the Home Opportunity Planning and Engagement Board.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you all. I just want to add, and probably Julie will do the same, is that we're going to be able to move forward with some really important objectives using the structure of this new Hope Advisory Board to be able to respond to some needs in our community. So we really appreciate the support from the Board of Commissioners on this.
And as long as you're sitting here and we're talking about hope and other things, at the City Council work session that you presented, you both did an excellent job, and the City Council, both in the meeting and afterwards, this is a little bit for them and a little bit for you, was incredibly complimentary of the work that the county is doing and the work that you and your office is doing specifically. So I just want to say incredible job, and the city is noticing. So thank you.
He told me that right after, so he's telling the truth. Okay, anything else?
Just thank you for your efforts and appreciate updating the bylaws to reflect what Hope is doing, and hopes to do. So thank you for your efforts on this very important job, and look forward to more success.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Next up, we have in the matter of the second reading and adoption of ordinance number 2025-0326, modification to Chapter 25, Public Land Corner Preservation.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is the second reading of a proposed change to Chapter 25. Gary Stockoff, Public Works. There were no questions last time. This would enable us to amend the fee that we collect for certain recordings that then go to the preservation of our public land corners. And it's not changed since the mid-'80s. So this is just a text change that is being proposed.
Comments or questions?
Ready for a
Your
motion?
motion? Yes.
I move to conduct the second reading and adopt ordinance number 2025-0326, modification to Chapter 25, Public Land Corner Preservation of the Benton County Code, of the Benton County Code.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. County Council?
All right, second reading is before the Board of County Commissioners for the State of Oregon, County of Benton, in the matter of amending Chapter 25, the Benton County Code, ordinance number 2025-0326. Benton County Board of Commissioners hereby ordains as follows. Short title modification to Chapter 25, Public Land Corner Preservation of the Benton County Code. This ordinance, following the second reading, will take effect 30 days from today, which would be December 17th. There's only 30 days in November, and you're the engineer?
I try.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I will say, Commissioners, we will have that proposed fee for you when Public Works comes on the 2nd with our fee updates, and those fees would then take effect on January 1. So the timing of this worked out really, really well. So thank you for helping us out with that.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Next up, new business, approval of transit program coordinator position for Benton County Transit area. Who do we have? Oh, it's Gary Stockoff.
Especially back from Texas. So, and it was very nice down there. Anyway, for this one, we have, through an IGA, worked with the city of Corvallis for years. We would pay them, and they would then have the transit coordinator with them. That person recently left the city's employ, and as part of that, we've been evaluating where we would be best served by that position. And I think things have changed enough in the last few years, as you've seen with how the regulations and compliance is far more complex, that having the person actually work for Benton County out of Public Works is better than having the go-between between the city. This position is already funded by our STIF money. So it's not really anything on the budget. It's just a matter of shifting the position from the city to us. This authorizes us to go ahead and make the position a full-time equivalent position with the county, and then we can proceed out with getting it advertised, because I'm trying to do the work of this person, but yeah, it'd be great to get a new person here.
Great. Thank you. Comments or questions?
You said the city of Corvallis did not replace their transit person, or could you go over what the situation is at Corvallis?
We had talked earlier with them about moving this position over to the county. Their transit person, which was Lisa Scherf, retired in April. That person has been hired by the city. So that's Jillian Trinkus now. She is the new Corvallis Transportation Coordinator. I'm not sure what their title is exactly. Charlene Petch was the person that helped us out. She has since gone to Tillamook Transit. And so that's why it just seemed good that we did all this now, because the position is vacant. And we've asked them not to hire the position because we were moving it over to the county.
Motion?
Sure.
I'll move to approve establishment of a new transit program coordinator position for Benton Area Transit.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Now you can leave. All right. Is there anything else for the good of the order? Hearing none, I will adjourn the meeting at 9:34 a.m.